Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I'm Grace Grella, your intuitive host, and as always, we're here to get you into the positive zone. So, whether it's your love life, your family, your friends, health issues, whatever it is you need assistance with, that's what we're here to do for you. We're here for you. And so if you're watching live, you can call me. Don't be afraid, you can call me on the studio line, which is 516-629-3705 or 3715. If you're watching the rebroadcasted show, not a problem. You could just shoot me an email at gracegrella@gmail.com with your name and your information, and we'll make sure that you get your answers. That's what we want. Of course, we'd love to have you here live and in person. So if you'd like to be here in the studio with us and feel the love up close and personal, just let me know and we can arrange that. Tonight is a very special night because I have a very special angelic energy healer here with me, the one and only Yvonne Cook. Yvonne, thank you so much for coming tonight.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Well, I've been a fan of yours ever since we've met, which has been
a
few years now. Yeah. And especially that I love the way you marry your healing, the Western and the Eastern. You're a registered nurse, but you're a master Reiki energy healer. And for people out there who have yet to know you and be blessed with your energy, can you explain to them how you were drawn into the healing field?
Well, I've been a nurse for over 40 years, number one. And I think I've been a healer in many, many past lives. So it's just something that's always been there. But what really brought it out, besides the nursing, is I did have a friend that wanted me to take a Reiki class with her many, many years ago when my kids were very little. And as a typical mother, you know, everything is on the back burner for moms. So everything was for my children and my husband. And I said, at a later date, I'll do it, you know. A few years later, I had my own little crisis, and it full force came back into my life. And it was like someone turned a light switch on and said, you need to do this now. And I've been going ever since. So as soon as that light switch went on, by that next weekend, I had done Reiki 1, and I just kept going full force. And anything else that I felt drawn to, I've learned other healing modalities, but Reiki is the one that I always go back to. And now, over all the years that I've been doing it, I combine some of the other modalities in with the Reiki. Whatever I intuitively feel needs to be done, I just let it go. I just kind of put myself in the hands of the angels, and whatever I'm guided to do is what I do.
Yeah, so. And that's what I think is so brilliant about your work. Because you're a Pisces, and astrologically, Pisces, the water sign, you're the natural empath.
I'm very empathic, so it's hard at times. I've had to learn how to shield that, how to protect myself from it, so that I'm not totally drained from it, because unless you know it and you feel it, it can totally put your whole life upside down. So you learn, you have to kind of set boundaries, and you also learn how to protect yourself, and that's how I have to work it.
Yeah, and so brilliantly, I might add. And I love that you address each person as an individual. It's not just like a cookie cutter kind of a thing.
No, because everybody is different. Everyone's individual. So even as a nurse, you're going to have surgery. Well, my friend said, this is what's going to happen to me. No, everyone's body is different. Everybody's body chemistry is different. So your emotions are different, your issues are different. Everybody is totally, there is no cookie cutter. You are your own unique person, and that's what you have to work with.
And that's what's so fabulous about the work that you do. And when you do, and you send out your Reiki energy, I know I'm just a newbie. I'm a novice compared to you, but I just passed the course myself.
That's great.
And being a Reiki master it's very humbling. It's all right.
I don't even like the word master, because to me, in my mind, master means like you're at least 80 years old and you've done your entire lifetime, and you've gone up to
grasshopper.
that. Exactly. I still feel like a grasshopper, but I will, whatever knowledge I have, I will teach you if you're interested, because everybody should be here to heal everything. The earth, the waters, the air, the humanity, the animals. The heart needs to be open.
Energy is
vibration
needed.
And energy is just so needed
everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
By everyone.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
everything.
nobody excluded.
That's right, and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And that's so true. And my reference was there used to be a David Carradine show back in the day, and Kung Fu. And he used to call him the master, used to call him Grasshopper.
Yeah.
You know, you're just
Yeah,
the grasshopper learning. But I think we're all students, and we're all learning.
Always
and
learning.
I love that you're able to impart to other people that this isn't something that is woo-woo out there and just unique to a special enclave. Everybody possesses this ability.
Yeah, everybody does.
And so it's assisting them and being the facilitator to help them heal themselves. So, and that's what I love about acupuncture. And my brother Bert Gordy, who's just so brilliant at it, when we were little, I said, you know, you just needle me all the time. And then you grow up and now he does it for a living. Bada bum.
You knew.
So yeah, yeah, it's my job. So, but now it's recognizing that with energy and scientific axiom is energy can never be destroyed. It can be transmuted and changed, but never destroyed. So that's what our soul is. And so even though our bodies might give out, we never do.
Right.
And so what I love about you is that before earlier you were explaining to me as you're working in the hospital, you hear code blue or whatever code it is.
Trauma code or code blue. It's like a part of I could be busy writing on a chart or getting information for what I do in my work there in the hospital, and automatically the brain goes, it just sends right out. I call all the angels in. And I send it to the trauma patient. I send it to the doctors and the nurses down there to guide them in what they need to do. And I also ask the angels to be with the family and friends that are affected by this person that they love.
Yeah.
So that it all goes
Because
in.
it reverberates to so
Everywhere,
many people.
yeah. I'll do that when I'm driving my car. I see an ambulance go by or a fire truck go by. I send the Reiki and the angels with them to go and to assist in whatever they can do.
And what I'd love to do is send Reiki to everybody that's participating in the show, so they can.
I sent it ahead already.
I figured you did.
Yeah, I did.
And but I wanted them to see you and your energy. Some people are very energetically sensitive, so that even though I know you've already done that, that we can maybe specifically send. Healing energy to Sabina Miller, who's in our audience, who was just last week in the trauma center and with a fall, and so that her body allows the healing to be facilitated on a more rapid level. And could we do that together?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to let you lead.
Well, when I do Reiki, and there are many people that are healers that have never taken a class in anything, so they're just, you know, everyone is gifted in their own way. I do it by what I've been taught by the different teachers that I've had. For me, it is opening my crown chakra. We have a chakra system in our bodies that have different energy levels.
It's vibrating already, by the way.
And once it's open, I ask Archangel Michael to protect everybody and put his wings around us. And I ask for the universal energy to come through my crown. It comes down to my heart, and it comes out of my arms, out of my hands, into wherever I'm sending it. So if I'm working on a person, you know, I could be going and touching their body, I could be hovering over them, or I could be touching them if they allow me to touch them. If it's a world situation, I'm watching the television and it's a situation going on somewhere in the world, or a tsunami, or a child that was kidnapped, I will send it to the TV to go. The intention is very, very important, where you want the energy to go. So I will send that out. And I can already feel it coming out of the palm chakras, going to that person, and it would be going to Sabina if that's where we're directing it right now. And, you know, it will go into her where it's needed most. So it may not even be that trauma with her face where she had the issue. It might
be her back.
If there's anything else going on that might be worse, the Reiki energy has its own intelligence.
Yes.
So it knows where to go. So it will go to you where it's needed. So we may be working on this where you had a problem, but if there's something else going on that we don't even know about, if you have a tumor, if you have something diabetic, something brand new starting that's worse than this condition, that's where it's going to go. And then when we complete it,
The Achilles heel, I call it.
yeah. And when I'm finished, you know, I will then close my crown chakra, and I will always give gratitude and thank the beings and whoever, because I work myself, and everybody is different. I work with, my team is the feminine
The
energy.
invisible entourage, yeah.
I work with the female feminine energy. So I work with Mother God, I work with Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Kuan Yin. Those are my 4 girls that,
The sisterhood.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, absolutely. I don't
Got
know
your
why,
back.
but that was it from the beginning, that I just was drawn right to the female energy, and that's where my trip is going in March.
Yes.
I had gone to Peru with my teacher Elizabeth Jenkins, and in Peru we worked with the shamans and did rituals and different ceremonies, and
Now, when you were in
we're working there.
Machu Picchu, when you
Yes.
were there,
Yeah.
Could you physically sense the,
Oh my
I want
God.
to say, elevated energies?
Oh my God, it took me over 2 weeks when I came home to integrate back into where I was back home again. I was half over there and I was half over here. It took me quite a long time to get back into one person. I was still over there. And there, with the shamans, they work with the nature elements. So we're working with Mother Earth, we're working with the mountains, which are called the Apus. We're working with the water, we're working with the wind and the moon and the sun, grandmother moon and father sun. And we did all our ceremonies and rituals with that, and it was mind-blowing. And Miss Guyeni is a feminine female group that is like the highest elevation of healing. That now, with her work that she's done all over the world, is now being brought into the Hawaiian mountains. And she happens to live in Hawaii, so I will be going to her class in March, which is just like incredible. And working with different, we have some leaders coming from the Hawaiian people that are going to be doing their chanting and bringing their wisdom and their teachings, especially when we're at the volcano. It's just going to be...
the Huna energy is very strong
It's going to
and
be
very powerful.
Yeah, and I was pulled to that. There's certain things I was pulled to. I was pulled to Brazil to be with John of God, and I was pulled to do the Peru trip, and now I'm going to be with the healing in Hawaii. It's just like, I try to go with what I feel.
Go with the flow?
Yeah.
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 And that's what, if more people would allow that
Yeah.
with themselves, so many people dismiss it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and they put, they put it on the back burner.
And to integrate the Eastern medicine with the Western, it's not like, well, you don't go to a doctor anymore, don't listen to them. You need to integrate the two and accept the two, because there's things that...
Embrace.
Yeah,
The yin with the yang, yes.
Absolutely.
That both are required, both have, beneficial utilizations for the physical body to heal.
Yeah,
But it's always been my feeling intuitively that nature has the healing essence for everybody,
Yeah.
and that's what the pharmaceuticals, I feel, unfortunately, have bastardized.
Yeah.
And synthetic, it's the synthetic form.
Yeah.
And if you have that root and you eat that root directly versus,
That's what I'm even doing more now, because there was, and another thing I would love to learn and to be able to do is learn more about the plant kingdom. That's where the medicine came from. The pharmaceuticals are like 100 years old. Before that was all nature and plants from the jungle. And I'm using much more fresh ginger now, and turmeric, and raw honey in a lot of my recipes and what I consume, liquid or in my foods, and it's so much more healthy.
Yes.
It boosts your immune system, it removes things, and I just spread the word quietly to all my friends and family, and people come back to me and say, boy, that really worked well, and just doing more natural stuff, and if we went back more to that than always popping a pill for everything, then
True,
it
because
would be healthier.
I agree, I concur on 100%, and I feel that that we wouldn't have the addictions that are prevalent because of the pharmaceutical
I mean, we have
situations.
patients that come into the hospital and say, well, I need a pill for this, I need a pill for that. This could be worked out some other way, but people are so ingrained to have that medicine and that pill that it's difficult.
Yeah. But through teaching, through education, through example, and you being on the planet to I want to say relearn everything you've already learned from lifetimes.
Yeah.
Because in every lifetime that you've incarnated, Yvonne, you've always been a healer and an intuitive and somebody who's helped. And all Pisceans, whether they want to admit it or not, they've got it in them. It's like the Prego commercial. It's in there.
Yeah.
It's in there. So it's just something that water signs are blessed with, that empathy, that intuitive awareness, that sensing and knowing. And maybe we can help Mary out with a few things too tonight. Mary, are you there? Hello? Hello, Mary?
Hi, Grace. How are you?
I'm doing fine, honey. I have a beautiful healer on my show tonight, Yvonne Cook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So how can we help you tonight?
I was going to ask you if, do you see me getting a new job?
Okay, you're looking for a new job. And I want to say that, is this something that you've been trying to do for the last 3 months?
Well, I'm always keeping my eyes out.
Okay. Well, I kind of feel in the last 3 months it's really been strong, though. Like, I really want to do something versus I'm just thinking about it. Okay. And I don't think, wait till after Mercury goes direct. Mercury goes direct on the 26th of January. And so everything will be moving in a forward motion, and that's when you really want to start new ventures.
Okay.
So now is a great time for research, Mary, because there's a part of you that, have you been thinking about maybe I'd like to teach?
Not really.
Or like in a professional setting, be like part of human resources and teach other professionals?
No.
All right, well, that's going to be an option for you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, so consider that.
Okay.
So when this job opportunity is networked to you and it's in human resources in a corporation and it's helping or assisting or teaching or educating other professionals, you can feel confident in accepting the job.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What are you doing now, babe?
Oh, I'm a nurse.
Oh, you're a nurse. As
Yes.
Yvonne smiles, so is she. Okay. So you teaching other professionals, Mary? Could you teach other nurses?
Well, not really.
Okay. Then there's something, I can't, I have to honestly tell you what I'm being shown.
Sure.
So somewhere it could be teaching someone skills in a corporate level about, I don't know, healthcare issues, or you're more of a psychologist to me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Do you listen to everybody's troubles?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, you know what? The universe has a plan for you, and it's all worked out, and it's all lined up, and you don't have to worry, honey. You couldn't mess it up if you tried.
Really?
So just hear me out in the next couple months, and I want to say before the end of August of this year, 2016, this new job opportunity will be offered to you. I do feel that it's more a corporate environment, and you helping other professionals.
Oh, wow.
All right? And don't be afraid to step out of the medical profession.
Uh-huh.
Because I think you're kind of burnt out.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah. So, and I think this is the way the universe is going to have you still helping others, but keeping your own sanity. Because if, Yvonne, can you talk to Mary about protection? I think she needs to hear from you.
Oh, that sounds good.
Well, for protecting, every morning I kind of, it's like opening up a can, you counterclockwise to open your crown chakra, and I envision 3 strands of white, gold, and silver, and they're entwined in each other, coming down through my crown chakra and filling up my entire body. And then when my entire body's filled up, it's hitting every cell, every organ, everything that's in there. And then I'll screw the cap back on, and that's my inner protection. You can also, especially going out in the environment and other people, I also can put like an armor from a knight, the whole armor piece,
Yeah.
also to protect, because empathically I get a lot of things, that are either attracted to me, or I absorb other people's energy that you don't want to have, and so that's another form of protection. You can also protect your home that way by envisioning from the sky that same those 3 strands coming down as a tornado, just like it was coming inside of you, but coming in your home. So the center of your home, from the roof all the way down, but now what it's doing is not filling up every space, it's spitting out white, gold, and silver pieces all over.
Like fireworks.
Like all over in your home.
Baby, you're a firework,
Right.
like that song.
All the way down through the base of your home, down into the center of Mother Earth. But this also extends out into your yard and your neighborhood. So I protect that whole entire area that way.
So, Mary, you can use that technique that Yvonne just shared with you brilliantly.
Thank you.
Okay. Or something that works for you personally.
Right.
Like maybe you're comfortable with, you know what, I see the spotlight. Yeah, baby, give me the spotlight. Give it to me, I'm worth it. And there's a spotlight, and it's coming down from heaven, and it's enveloping you with this warm, comfortable, loving white light. And there's nobody or nothing
That can
with negative
penetrate.
intentions that's ever going to get through it. You know, it's like there was a TV show, Under the Dome.
Oh, yes.
That's like your dome. That's your energy dome that nobody is going to penetrate. Okay?
Right.
And so, but if you do it and do it, you need to do breathing techniques with it, Mary. And because you're too stressed out and uptight. Your sleeping patterns are off. Do you wake up like in the middle of the night a lot?
Well, not always, but sometimes.
Yeah, like 3 o'clock in the morning. Bing, I'm seeing the alarm clock. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm saying that the angels, you can't hide anything from them. I know. Sometimes it's no fun, right? Yeah.
All right.
But they're doing this to help you, Mary. All right.
Okay.
And they're saying also you need to try some sweet tea. They're talking like chamomile with honey, like
yes.
raw honey, local, because that adds to your immune system with your allergies. You have allergies, honey?
I do, and I have been using the honey, raw honey from my area.
Okay, bingo. See, the angels know that too, because they just showed me
I just
that.
have to add the chamomile.
Yeah, the chamomile. Just they're throwing that in, hon. So you have the right instincts, Mary. The angels are leading you through Yvonne with a different way to approach protection. Maybe give it a whirl, and or whatever you're comfortable with. The spotlight. But choices and what's comfortable for you is what's important. And you're going to be fine. And before the end of the summer, you're going to have a woohoo new job you're going to be happy about.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, well, you know, you deserve it.
Well, that sounds good.
All
Now I
right,
just
great. So
need a
listen,
good
you have
man.
to do me a favor and shoot us an email, and I'll let Yvonne know. Shoot me an email at gracegrella@gmail.com when you get the new job.
Oh, definitely.
All right, and I can congratulate you, and I promise I won't say I told you so.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart, lots of blessings and good energy. We're going to be sending Reiki healing energy to everybody connected with the
nice.
show tonight. And Yvonne beat me to it, though. She already sent it ahead of time.
Yeah.
But so it's like a backup. So it'll be perfect. All right, sweetie.
Sounds good.
Lots of blessings and have a great night.
Okay, thank you, Grace and Yvonne, and thank you so much. Have a good night.
You too, love.
Okay, bye.
And isn't this what you just live for?
Yeah, I do. I do it all. It's like I have my job that I have to pay my bills with, but like this is what I do nonstop all day. You know, if I'm on a train or if I'm on a plane, there's always somebody that I'm sending to, either because I heard something or I see something happening and I'll send it if they know it or not. Like I may come, you know, I've gone up to a visitor once in the hospital, and she was having trouble breathing. She was in one of the hallways, and I said, sit down. She was an older lady, and I said, am I allowed to do a little bit of energy healing on you? And I did, and her breathing changed totally dramatically. I didn't know if she was having an asthma attack or what was happening, but it's like I'll just be drawn. They'll guide me to where I need to go. They'll guide me to certain patients, and
that's wonderful.
It's just what I do.
What a blessing. You know, it's like that song, I was in the right place, but it was the right time. So it's that you allow that because you have to give your
that's
permission.
what I have to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm here to do, really. That's why I'm on the planet, is really to assist in any way to help humanity or people or just hold the light at certain times. And
But what you're so humbly accepting, not everybody does. And so I'm just giving you accolades, and I know you don't need them or require them, but I need to recognize you because this is something that you've been doing your whole life. And when the angels gave me the heads up that you needed to be here for the express purpose of you finally being loved and congratulated on the good job that you've been doing and still do and will do, and that you're loved, as you know, and guided, as you know, and that they've got you back, as you know. But this is for the rest of the world to hear and see as well. Because so many times when people come to me and say, Grace, I need a teacher, you know, and intuitively the angels will say, send them to Yvonne. Or send them to someone else, or whatever. And it's just that recognition, the job well done, you know? And everybody needs that. And so do you. So the angels are, give it to her, she's worth it, are telling you tonight. And also that there's something to do with you and an opportunity that's going to develop out of your trip to Hawaii with other healers. And something on a global level that could very much key into the UN work with global healing that's going on. I know there's a whole movement with that. So, and we only have 2 minutes? Oh, what are they, crazy? Thank you, Phyllis. When it's shout out to all my fabulous crew members, I love you with all my heart and soul. Phyllis Sterneman, Michael Peters, Rebecca Farina, Karen Lynn Miller, Justin Sam, Jake, I'm throwing you in there, Marcelo Mendez, Jason Hodge, Erica Bradley, Shirley Bruno, you're not here, but you're here spiritually, I know, and everybody that's ever given their time, talent to the show and to help others. You're the poster child. You're the living proof of it, Yvonne. And I thank you so much for coming here tonight, for sharing yourself, your energy, your beautiful healing energy. And if people want to get in touch with you, I know you have a website, right?
Yes.
Okay. And hold on, I'm coming. I know it's going to be in the credits, but I love this. www.wingsoflightandlove.com. Now, is that Yvonne or what? I mean, it's like perfect. I like it. Wings of Light and Love. All right. Perfect. So if you're watching live, don't go away. We'll be right back with Yvonne and some more healing. And if you're watching the rebroadcasted show, stay in the light, stay positive. And if you need us, shoot that email, gracegrella@gmail.com, and we'll be there for you. It's our job. Thanks, Yvonne. Really.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So for a nice send out, I'd like to just